where the hop-up stations are. So also once again a request not to move or stand or jump out of the moving train, especially for the kids, for the safety. So my name is Meena. I'm going to be a tour guide for next 35 minutes. So onto your screen you can see three different colors. So in Expo we have three different districts, that is blue color is for mobility and the green is for sustainability and the orange for the opportunity. So right now we are here in the opportunity district. So we'll be having a 35 minutes of tour. We'll be coming back to the same place where we started from. So the first pavilion you see onto your right hand side is the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, one of the highly recommended pavilion here in the opportunity district. Don't worry about the queue, it moves very fast. And exploration time takes around 25 to 30 minutes. And the interesting fact about the Saudi Arabia is it holds 3 Guinness Books of Record. Do you see the big LED screen outside? Yeah, it's one of the biggest LED screen which looks completely different in the night. And inside now we have the longest interactive water feature and the biggest lighting floor inside. So experience the traditional renowned hospitality experience in the Saudi, which also talks about their rich culture and their heritage and about their past history and how and Saudi is promoting their tourism as well. So if you want to skip the queue, you can download the Expo app. You can see the Morocco Pavilion. Morocco Pavilion is made out of the ancient technique, is made with the ancient technique called the ramp. And it was formed with 100 dirt cubes, keeping the pavilion cooler from inside. So to know more about the Moroccan architecture, visit Morocco Pavilion. So who loves burgers here? We have one of the fast food chain from the Saudi Arabia, that is Al-Bayt, which is one of the popular fast food chain here. Pocket friendly prices as low as 10 dirham per burger. And it has a very long queue. You need to stand in a very long queue, but it's worth of waiting. In Expo, more than 192 countries are participating in it, so we have more than 192 pavilions. So kindly visit the small pavilions as well to get the different glimpse of different culture and also to discover what innovations and technologies are they coming up with. Like Slovakia in the mobility district, they have these helicopters and different kinds of cars. And in Netherlands, they have a bricks made out of mushroom. So if you want to know more about their Dutch technology, you can visit Netherlands, which is in the sustainability district. You know, the mushroom we eat, they had created a bricks out of it, making a replacement for the concrete and cement bricks. So now on to your left hand side, you can see the big falcon shaped pavilion, the host pavilion, that is the UAE pavilion. The UAE pavilion, it looks like a falcon about to fly. It's because they were inspired from the national bird of UAE, which is a falcon. So, and it looks like a falcon about to fly, a flight to great future. Inside UAE pavilion, they talk about how UAE has developed in the past 50 years, and they also have the 7 sands from 7 Emirates. As we see the long queue, I request you to download Expo app. Be smart, make a smart queue reservation. It looks like a falcon. Has a 28 wings, which will open in certain time. So these 28 wings has a solar panels, so which lights up the pavilion at the night. So now ahead of us we have a big dome shaped, that is Al-Wasl Plaza. So Al-Wasl means connection. So it connects the 3 districts. So as I said, we have a 3 districts here in Expo. So if you are lost, if you want to move to one district to another, you can see the Al-Wasl here, and it would be easier for you to move from one district to another. And during the daytime, it acts as a shade, like keeping 9-degree cooler inside. And at the night, it turns into a world's projection stage, a big performance stage where lots of performance and events and light shows happens. So if you want to know what is happening inside today in Expo or in stage whatever, like you want to know what is happening, so you can check from the Instagram page of Expo 2020. So now we are passing by Room Hotel, which is the only hotel inside the Expo. So if you want to stay inside the Expo, Then we have Roof Hotel here, which is the only hotel. So onto your right hand side, you can see small water stations. You can find this everywhere here in Expo. So you can refill your water bottle from here, from the water stations. If you want to refill your water bottle, look for the nearest water stations, which is everywhere here in the Expo. Kindly do not wash your hands or wash your face in the water stations. It's only for drinking purposes, not for anything else, just for drinking purposes. So kindly do not wash your hands or refill your wash your face. So we just passed by Universal Plaza, so like I said, which connects you all the districts. So do you know, in the past 170 years, 34 cities, only 34 cities have hosted the World Expo. So now, for the first time in the history, Dubai in the United Arab region is hosting the Expo for the first time. So you're being a part of a history. So do not miss the opportunity to get a glimpse of 192 countries' culture and innovations, what innovations they are coming up with. And we also have a Batman pavilion here. Do you know that? So you must be wondering what will happen to Expo 2020 after March 31st, since it's ending after March 31st. So this will turn into District 2020, and then it will be a hub for the scientists and research and students. The smaller pavilions will turn into embassies and research hubs, but the bigger pavilions, which were built with the concept of sustainability, will be dismantled, and while dismantling it, it won't harm the environment since they were built with the concept of sustainability. So now who loves slides? We have slides here in the Luxembourg, which is onto your left hand side, the white pavilion, the resourceful pavilion. So Luxembourg is the only pavilion which has a slides here, and it exists faster than Ferrari, and the exploration time takes 15 to 20 minutes. Once again, be smart, download Expo app, make a smart queue reservation to avoid the queue. So it's the only pavilion with the slides. Luxembourg is a resourceful pavilion which has a commitment towards the sustainability and beautiful nature. Also take home Luxembourg made products with you. We have a Luxembourg souvenir shop inside. And if you're first time here, if you want to buy a passport or a souvenir, you can buy from the small convenience stores, or we have the official stores. So what beautiful reason to smile. Look onto your right hand side, that is the Good Place Expo Live. Here you can donate your beautiful Colgate smile in the Expo Live. One smile is equal to 1 dirham, and this money goes to charity. So don't forget to give your beautiful smile in the Expo Live. And after smiling, kindly wear your mask for your own safety. You're allowed to roam mask free in the outdoor area, but inside the pavilions you have to wear the mask. So onto your left hand side, you can see the big shell-shaped pavilion, that is the UK pavilion. The UK pavilion is the first pavilion in the World Expo designed by a lady architecture and was inspired from the last project of Stephen Hawkins. So this pavilion can be described as a collective poem. If you see the words being displayed outside, there are the words that you can offer to an artificial intelligence and will be displayed outside as a poem by algorithm. So the exploration time takes 10 to 15 minutes. And next to that is we have a food court. So we have a mini food court everywhere, mini trucks everywhere here in Expo. So if you want to quickly grab in some shawarmas or snacks, light snacks, you can get one from the mini trucks. Or else, if you are a food lover, you want to try different cuisines, so each pavilion has their own restaurant, so each own cuisine, so you can try different cuisines if you are a food lover. So next to the food court, we have a Ukraine onto your left hand side. So Ukraine shares border with Russia, and we'll explore Ukraine, about their culture, and also learn about their what technologies they are coming up with. And we have electric bikes which run solar cells. So now we are here for the first hop-up station. If anybody would like to go to Pakistan, Bahrain, UK or Ukraine, can hop up here, or else we will be continuing our journey because the next stop is in Norway, that is entry and exit of the Opportunity District. Kindly wait until the train stops. So if anybody would like to go to Indonesia, Bahrain, Ukraine or Monaco or the land or the Luxembourg can hop off here. Monaco onto your left hand side. We have a robotic penguins to play here with in Monaco. So now next to Monaco is the Bahrin Woodenberg is the land. You can see people sitting and relaxing and getting vitamin D. So here in the land is the only pavilion which is represented by a state, not a country, by a state. That's the state of Germany. And Germany is the only country which has two pavilions here inside the Expo, each different from the other. So if you want to know more about it, like what technologies they are coming up with, you can visit both the pavilions, which are really good. So now next to the land is the Indonesia pavilion, which talks about their beautiful culture and also about the history of spices, how they have traded in the past. So you can explore the beautiful pavilion Indonesia, and they have cultural shows after 5 p.m. in the evening. So next to Indonesia is the Lebanon. You can see the black colored figures outside, right? Outside the pavilion. Yeah, that represents the Lebanese people who have migrated outside the country. So that's a tribute to them. So next to Lebanon, I would like to take your attention to colorful pavilion, that's Pakistan. Pakistan is another second recommended pavilion after Saudi Arabia. It's one of the beautiful pavilion here. And the colorful pavilion represents the beautiful culture of Pakistan. Salam alaikum. This is how they say hello in, this is how they say greet in Pakistani language. And what is so interesting about this pavilion is, do you see the colorful panels outside there? The each mirror panel, 24,000 different in shape and size, is a man-made, individually man-made and handmade, not a machine-made. So this is why it makes so unique and beautiful. Inside that, explore the story, epic story of 7,000-year-old civilization until the modern era, and take a piece of Pakistan with you. We have a Pakistani, they have a Pakistani bazaar inside. So it is the second recommended pavilion here in the Opportunity District after Saudi Arabia. So now next to that is the big dynamic cube-shaped structure is the Kingdom of Bahrain. It has one of the most interesting entrances ever. It has an underground entrance, making it completely different from the other pavilions. Now I won't spoil the surprise for you. You have to find out on your own what Kingdom of Bahrain has to offer. Next to that is the Iraq pavilion, the fishnet shaped pavilion. They talk about their business achievements and opportunities they have to offer. If you see the fishnet shape, that is the map of the Iraq. Taking your attention to your right hand side, the big thematic pavilion, the hero pavilion, the big pavilion of the district is the Mission Possible, which is onto your right hand side. The Mission Possible talks about SDGs, UN proposed goals, that is social development goals, which focuses on solving the global issues. It also has a human stories like Mama, Fatima and Abel, who had been an inspiration by creating opportunities in their local district. So be inspired and become an inspiration for someone. And do you see the net out there up in the pavilion? Do you know what it signifies? Yeah, it signifies in Peru they don't have water. So the person Abel, he came up with the idea with the the net. He installed net everywhere and it collects water droplets from fog, and they collect 1,300 liters water per day. So you can find about it more in the Mission Possible. They also have a games inside for the kids. So now we are here at the entry and exit of the Opportunity District. So if you want to go to parking space, if you want to take a taxi, in each district we have entry and exit. You can go from there, and also if you want to move from one district to another, you can get down here and you can take a bus from outside on the right hand side. You can ask for any volunteer, and then you can take a free internet shuttle buses to move from one district to another. So now we just passed by Norway. They have a show every 20 minutes and they talk about ocean sustainability and how to preserve an ocean. Like I said you earlier, we have food trucks everywhere. So now we are here for the second hop-up station. If anybody would like to take the internet buses to go from one district to another, you want to go to China, Pakistan, you can hop off here.